Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the end of the Keycard event slash tank battery event. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more PvE content creeping up to 25k. Thank you guys for all the support lately. We got two super thanks shoutouts we have to do, then we'll hop right into the video here today. First one is going to be from GVS. He said thanks. GVS, you are very welcome, my friend, and thank you for the extra level of support here on the channel. And the last one here today, Pie with the 5, Customs Warehouse, Shelf of Giving, bless me with a LEDX. Thanks for the guides and great PvE content. Hey, the Shelf of Wealth always hits. It is way better than the Giving Tree, in my personal opinion. Thank you so much for the support, Pi. Let's hop into the video here today, my friends. We are going to have a tweet on screen. It's going to read the following. The in-game event in Escape from Tarkov is being completed. Therapist Quest is no longer available. Achievement is no longer available for obtaining. And trade offers will be available until July 5th. So the first thing on the list here, the Therapist Quest no longer being available. The reason this is a problem for some people is because BSG never told us when the event was going to end. They did that in the last event where they told us when the event was going to end, the exact time. They didn't do it with this one, and the reason that's a problem is because for the people who hadn't yet completed it, but they turned in some of those key cards, those things are gone. It just straight up ate the key card. You can't get them back. It's a waste of time, waste of money. Imagine you spent 10 to 20 raids trying to get tank batteries out of customs. You got the red key card on the barter and you gave it to Therapist for the task and you didn't finish the task. You wasted so much of your life for nothing. And that is a good reason for players to be upset, I feel like, at Battle State Games. They should have at least told us, like, hey, the event is ending on July 1st at 6 a.m. Did they do that? No. And now they're facing a little bit of backlash. You know, it's just part of life. We get Tarkov'd all the time. What's another thing to tack on top of it? Achievement no longer being available. That makes sense. The task is gone. The task is how you get the achievement. So, like I said, makes sense. And trade offers will be available until July 5th. So, I'm not really sure what this fully means, but let's backtrack just a second. I wanted to let you know that I think this is no longer a thing, but when this event ended at 6 a.m. yesterday, all the raiders stopped spawning on customs, but the tank batteries continued to spawn, which I thought was super interesting. But as of probably about 10 p.m. last night on the 1st, I'm pretty sure they have completely stopped spawning. If you found any today here on the 2nd, you can of course let us know in the comments, but I believe they have stopped spawning. So basically, as for those trade offers continuing to be available, if the tank batteries have stopped spawning, nobody's really going to be able to do all of those barters unless they already had the tank bats stocked up. You know what I mean? Like, you would have to buy them on the flea market. If they're not spawning, the price is going to start to go up, and it's going to start to equal, you know, quick sell values of whatever the highest quick selling key is for the most favorable barter on the tank batteries, if that makes sense. So let's say, like, for red key card, the quick sell is like, what, 10.9 million, something like that. So on a minimum, the tank batteries should not be selling for 1 million even, because there's profit to be made there. So, you know, tank batteries are going to go up to whatever, you know, is profitable or not profitable. And as for the flare, that's the most important part of all this. We know that all the keycard barters are going to go away. We know the weapon barters, the ammo barters, the armor barters, they're all going to go away. We don't even care about those. Let's just be completely honest. We don't give a flying shit about those barters. We care about the acid green flare. That is the talk of the town. Will the acid green flare stay on your account when this event is completely wrapped up, meaning July 5th? I'm going to be honest, expect the flare to disappear. It's Battle State Games we're talking about here. It's Tarkov, the game Tarkov we're talking about here. Don't forget where we came from, ladies and gentlemen. That thing is going to disappear. Now, hey, if it stays, that would be amazing. Even if it just stays for PvE, like if it disappears for PvP, makes sense. They're wiping in a month, doesn't really matter. When it comes to PvE, I think we should keep it. But fully expect it to leave. Fully expect them to take it away. That means every single time you are on Escape from Tarkov until July 5th, I highly recommend you buy all the barter items for those flares and purchase as many flares as possible. There are so many people that say they are easy to find, and they are completely BSing you. I have not found a single acid green flare since PvE has come out. I have over 500 raids. I haven't found a single one. The fact you got 5 of them from the task, and then you can literally buy 1 per restock up until it's going to disappear on the 5th, stock up on as many as you can. You got to understand that even if you're paying 2 to 3 million for them now, you will not have another opportunity assuming the barter goes away. And hey, listen, if the barter does stay after the 5th, you don't have to do it until you need more because you'll already be nice and stocked up. You can make more rubles. You might not be able to get more flares. Think about that logic for a minute. Who cares if defibs go up to 2 million? Who cares if vitamins go up to 300K? Who cares if H2O2s go up to 150 to 200,000? It does not matter. Rubles do not matter in PvE. There's billions and billions and billions of them flowing through the flea market every single day. If you think 3 million for a literal invincibility within 100 to 150 meters of you is not worth 3 million rubles, you're drunk. Like, it's one of the best items in the game. Yeah, it could be even better, but it's hands down one of the best items in the game when it comes to getting you out of a sticky situation that you could get in. It could get you a co-op extract if you really need some scav rep or you want to try those items or whatever the case may be. Listen, 3 mil, yeah, it's expensive, but at the same time, if you're using it when there's bosses around, you're using it to go to Lighthouse and, you know, whether you are trying to make the rogues friendly or you're trying to get the goons off your ass, it doesn't matter. There are so many pros, and the only con to it is the cost. And in PvE, where cost doesn't matter, there's no cons. Think about it. So, guys, all I have to say is this is not me intentionally pumping the 3 barter items. This is me genuinely telling you I think this thing is going to disappear on July 5th, and I would buy as many of them as possible. Keep that in mind. I will not be flipping them on the flea market. You won't see any Acez positions hopping up on the flea market the moment the video goes live. This is me genuinely telling you I think this thing is going to disappear along with all the other trade offers. If it doesn't, amazing. But I think it will. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I wish it would stay, but like I said, I'm not really thinking it's gonna. I wanted to make this video mainly to tell you this, that I think you should start stocking up on those acid green flares as soon as possible. And for anybody, of course, who didn't know the event was over, or maybe they were like, where is my therapist task? Where is Key to Salvation? That's what happened. The event is over. Appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you're dropping that like, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said earlier, creeping up on 25K. Thank you for all the support. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.